folks. It's the Podsquad with Wendy Card and yours truly, Pat Drake. Thanks for joining us for New Bern Now's podcast for October 28th. And this is episode 201. Woohoo! We're connecting you with people, places, and happenings in New Bern and the surrounding areas.
Yeah, Pat, and Jane is going to be with us shortly. So we're excited as the three of us are the Pod Squad, and we have some special guests today we're really excited about. So stay tuned, everyone. It's not a secret because in the live stream, I think it has who they are, but oh, why not? We'll just say who they are. Okay, it's going to be Kaitlyn Penn with New Bern Baby Views, Jill Eberle with New Bern Artists Studio Tour, and John Baldwin with Craven Concerts. So it's going to be a full day. So,
yeah, an exciting lineup.
Yeah, exciting lineup. But first, we have a contest.
Whoa.
Yeah, and to be entered to win in the contest, enter whatever your answer is in the live stream here. And if you're right, if more than one person answers, we'll draw the name out of a hat, and you'll win a gift certificate to a local restaurant or local business. Okay, so let's see. And so what's going on, Pat? You looking fresh today.
Well, thank you. I know it's chocolate day, but I celebrate that every day.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I just had a little frozen Three Musketeer, just enough for like 2 bites. I'm a chocoholic.
I
confess. Yeah. And I get my Moderna booster this afternoon through Craven County Health Department at the Convention Center. Hopeful I'm 100% functional tomorrow. After the second Moderna, I have had pretty bad chills and some fatigue and pretty much spent the day on my recliner, but I'm hopeful not to lose Friday to something similar. But I'm ready to get that booster and get it behind me.
Yeah, I hope not. Yeah, I didn't have any side effects. I had the Pfizer. Laura had the Moderna, and she wasn't feeling she wasn't a happy camper, but yeah, so good. I'm so glad to hear that. That's great news, Pat. Yeah. So what else? So what else is going on? It's Halloween coming up.
In the middle of lots of stuff, it is, of course, and I know you had Kelly Millington and Aaron Langley on last week with talking about our YMCA financial aid campaign that's ongoing and will be ongoing really through the calendar year, but we kind of call it on Giving Tuesday, which this year is early. It's November 30th, but any monies that come in towards that will be counted for this year's gifts, of course. And for many who don't know, RY is a nonprofit, and we do provide financial aid to those who need assistance to be members or participate in programs, summer camp, swim lessons, things like that. Try-on Civitans are busy. We're selling poinsettias, and we'll be at Farmers Market a couple Saturdays, helping also to sell peanut assortment of different kinds of nuts. Try-on Civitan helps make several other nonprofits in our community and makes donations to them. Mercy Clinic, the Women's Shelter, Habitat, just to name a few. So it's a busy time of year. Yeah.
And how's your peanut butter drive?
Peanut butter's going well. I don't know how much we got, but that's through the end of this month, which would be, I guess, Sunday. I don't know that. We may get a few straggler joggers, and the drop off is the Emerald Golf and Country Club in Greenbrier. There's a box. So good. I'm hopeful.
Awesome.
Trying to restock some of RCS's food pantry shelves.
Yeah, much needed. And yeah, I'm really excited for Halloween.
Oh, no. Got your mask on, girl.
Yes, I do. And I had an early wake up call this morning. I usually get up early, but I'm not like, I don't leave the house until at least 8 o'clock. I had to talk, I had to speak at the Rotary, New Bern Breakfast Rotary this morning. And wow, what a terrific group of folks they are. And I was just, Deidre DeRocher introduced me, and she asked me to come and talk. Well, then after that, I had no idea, but they gave me this. Can you see that?
Oh, there you go.
It says, an appreciation of tangible and significant assistance given for the furtherance of better understanding and friendly relations among people of the world. So the Paul Harris Fellow, and I was nominated by our friend Simon Locke, and his wife Penny Zibula, and their dog Splendid. So I was so honored, and
Oh, sure.
I haven't spoke at a nonprofit in years. I just not that I don't have time for anyone. I just have been consumed by other things, and I just really appreciate that. So it was special for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have you be recognized. Well earned too.
Yeah, it was a surprise. And what do we got going on? Did we do the contest?
No, you didn't say what it was. You went right into everything going on in the world.
Okay. The trivia question of the day is, what is North Carolina's state reptile? So answer in this live stream, and you may win a gift certificate to a local business.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So, and Jane Malucci will be joining us shortly, but in the meantime, I do want to give a shout out. If you have any announcements, I've been getting tagged a lot on social media, and then people send me just a flyer, and it just has who, what, when, where, just like date, time, and I'm happy to put that on the calendar. But if you send us some kind of summary in a photo, that way it's published as an article on newbernnow.com on the website, and it's shared on our social media. We talk about it on our podcast, and we also, it's added to the calendar, goes in the daily email, and hopefully we're going to be bringing the magazine back in say mid-November, if I can get sponsorships for that. So if you're a business out there and you're doing well and you want to advertise, just give me send me an email at info@newbernnow.com and be part of the magazine. And there's just so much information that goes into it, and people are asking for it, but I just don't have the funding personally to go towards that. So yeah. And let's see, we have our first guest in the waiting room. You want to go for it, Pat?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So Pat, do you have anything else? We're ready for Katie?
No, not really. Other than that, it's great exposure to be in the magazine and be a sponsor, and all the other avenues you offer a business or a nonprofit to get information out there. Even if you're not doing well, maybe you're not doing well because you're not doing enough to get your name out there.
Yeah.
So
true.
I would certainly encourage, all of our local business community. Plus, you're always supportive of them with a gift card through your contests on the Podsquad. So
yeah, they need to donate gift cards if they want. If people want to donate a gift certificate, that always helps, because I have been buying them for the last year because I really want to support our local businesses. But
yeah,
there has to come a time when we just have to move forward. So, and we're getting there. All right. Let's bring Katie in the room, Kaitlyn Penn. And there we go. Kaitlyn Penn is Bern Baby Views. Have you heard of this business, Pat? It's a new business.
I did, actually. It's in today's Sun Journal.
Oh yeah, there's
An article about it. Nice
Hello.
photo of her and her husband.
Yay, awesome. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you? Well, thank you for joining us today. This is so exciting. We're really excited for you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you and your husband, your background, and then go into the business a little bit.
Okay, so I'm Katie, and my business partner is my husband, Rob. And we, before this new business endeavor of Bern Baby View, we were both in the medical field. I'm a registered nurse, and my husband is a physician assistant. And so both of us have experience in the hospital setting, but we just have a passion and a love for pregnant moms, pregnancy, and babies. And so my husband particularly wanted to venture into the small business world and entrepreneurship. And it's like the funnest job ever for me. So we decided to go ahead and try to start one of these studios here in New Bern, since it's not a service that's here yet. So that's a little bit of our background.
First at it, huh?
Yes. It's exciting, and it's a very low stress job to be a first-time business owner in. So we're thankful for that. And New Bern is such a welcoming community for small business owners. It's just the perfect size, and everyone's so welcoming and friendly with it. So we're definitely thankful for that.
So your business, my understanding from reading your website and on your social media, you're basically doing ultrasounds of the baby, but in high definition or you really detailed. It's pretty
Yes.
cool. It's really cool.
It is.
Is that right? Like, you want to
Yes.
explain what the process is, or?
Yes, it's amazing technology to be able to see these babies in the womb, like their unique little features and just lifelike, because it's, their movements are captured, their expressions, their yawning. And so it's just a few steps ahead of 2D, which is the black and white regular ultrasound you get at the doctor's office or throughout your pregnancy. But this way we can actually see what baby is going to look like when they're born. So it's amazing, and such a special keepsake to compare from in the womb to the outside. So
Very cool. Wow. So who invented this process? I've never heard of it.
How long have
until-
you been doing it, Katie?
Good, Pat.
sorry.
Pat
What
said,
What was that? It kind of broke up there. Sorry.
I'll ask, how long have you been doing it, Katie?
Ultrasound, I just started this year, but I'm trained in the 3D, 4D, HD ultrasound, and my husband has been doing it. He learned in school for physician assistant. So yes, we're just kind of stepping into it for the first time, so it's very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
very cool. And you just started within the last couple months, a month or two, is it?
Right. We actually aren't officially open until November the 6th, and that is when I'll start seeing moms, and we're open for bookings on November the 6th and on. So we're really excited to finally open. We've been working, getting the place ready, getting everything good to go for a few months now. So it's so exciting to see the end result and finished product, and to finally get to offer this to pregnant moms here.
Well, there's a lot of them. There's no shortage.
Yes, yes. My husband actually did all the research before we decided to do this to make sure that New Bern would be a good place to, always keep us in business. And he learned the numbers of how many pregnancies there are, how many births, are coming through New Bern in the local areas, and we should definitely be okay. So.
Yeah, and you're an Army veteran, and your husband's still, is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was in the Army as a nurse, and my husband, he's in the Army National Guard still. So we are definitely very patriotic, and we want to pay that forward too. And we offer a discount for any veterans as well as first responders. So yes, very dear to our hearts. And New Bern being a military community was a surprise to us. I got out of the Army a few years ago, and when we moved here, we didn't know that it was a military city. But yes, being on each side, having a Marine Corps base was a pleasant surprise because we love it. So
Yeah, the services, we have VA right up the road. Well, up the road, down the road. Yeah.
Yes, and with military bases come,
Babies.
the family.
Lots of babies. Yeah.
Always. So yes,
Babies.
we're so excited to serve the Cherry Point families, especially since they're the closest to us. So
How wonderful, Katie, for families. I think on your website, I saw that, you encourage the spouse and siblings, but, other children to come, and great opportunity for if grandma's in town and grandma and grandpa to come and maybe see that might not be there for the birth or come after the birth. For our grandchildren, I've got the little black and white that you get at the doctor's office.
yeah.
To be able to really see the definition is amazing.
Grandparents especially are just blown away, and it's kind of a fun gift, like some moms would really love to get a baby shower gift of getting to come do one of these ultrasounds, and grandma and grandpa can get a little leeway in there getting to come and see baby too. So yes, it's definitely one of our favorite parts of doing this is being able to have family there, because times are different now, and sometimes even dad isn't allowed in the ultrasounds at the doctor's office. They're changing policies all the time. So I have moms come in just for that, just because they want their spouse to be there. And it's very special for sure. And just seeing siblings react to seeing baby brother or sister on the screen is very sweet and kind of makes it more real for them. And dad's just, bonding over the baby is a little hard for dad or partner, so it's really special that they get to kind of have that connection finally and see, oh, there really is a human in there. So.
It's not an alien. It's not
right.
Yeah. And we have a comment about you. Yay, Katie! So excited for your new adventure. That was our friend Marissa said that, and I'm sure lots of people are. I mean, we're really happy for you. So, where's your business going to be located?
We're at 114 Market Street. So it's so convenient, right off of 70, between the Hyundai of New Bern and Seastone Church. There's a shopping center called Magnolia Commons, and there's a CCHC office there. And so we're kind of right in the center, super easy to find. And we've got our lighted sign up there, 4D baby ultrasound. So hopefully people see it as they're going down to Havelock or going towards New Bern across the bridge. So we're close to everyone, hopefully.
It's a perfect location. It really is.
Yes, we're so thankful that we were able to snag that space for sure.
Yeah. All right. So Katie, is there anything else you want anyone to know? Or stay tuned for the big reveal, right?
Yes, we are trying to be as active as we can on social media to just put the word out there that we're here now. This service is available. Since we're the first, to my knowledge, to have it here in New Bern, and the only for sure. Before, moms had to drive all the way to Jacksonville. So I know pregnant moms especially will be thankful they don't have to spend an hour in the car if they want to see baby in 3D, 4D. So yes, anyone who's watching who knows a pregnant mom or is a pregnant mom or has a pregnant daughter, granddaughter, keep us in mind, look us up. We're on all social media and Google, and our website you can instantly book. And we're having a really awesome special right now for our opening. But we're so excited.
Katie, share the website so people will know.
Okay, yes, it's www.newbernbabyview.com.
Yeah, and you've done a tremendous job marketing it, because I mean, I've seen it on Instagram. I think I saw it on Facebook, but really good, great job. Are you, as a first-time business owner? Is that true?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, really good job. And,
well, thank you. I'm trying to balance. We have 3 small children, 4, 2, and 6 months. So I try to fit whatever I can in for the business when I can. But once we open, I'll have a schedule of, having time at the office per se. But yes, I try my best, and I just want moms to feel the excitement of what they could experience with us. So try to portray that as best I can on our Facebook and Instagram. So
wonderful.
Thank you.
Awesome. So now you're going to be on the radio and wherever we are, whoever sees this
Yes.
is going to be calling you, hopefully.
I was honored that you reached out to me and just so excited to have this opportunity. And thank you so much, Wendy. This is awesome.
Thank you. We
Yeah,
support you.
sure, Katie.
And go veterans.
Yeah, good luck with all of it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll be seeing you again. We'll follow up with you. So
okay, yes. This
all
is
right.
one of my little ones trying to poke her head in.
An assistant.
Good. They did great. Great job, kids.
Yeah.
Oh, Tigger. No, Pooh. It's Winnie. I mean, the Pooh.
And this one was actually video, or we got her pictures and video done in 3D when I was pregnant, but we lived in Texas. So I have her 3D photos, which are so fun to show her. And yes, they're definitely a keepsake for a lifetime.
That's awesome. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much. And we hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank y'all. You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
See you later. That was adorable. Wow. I think that's a
Yes.
terrific business. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Often you can see a head and maybe the eyes, but now to really see some better facial features and the nose and the mouth, and it's amazing, the technology to be able to have that.
Yeah, I mean, to think about when it first came out as ultrasound, you're like, what is that? Yeah, it's very easy to tell now. So, and we're running ahead of schedule. Jane's not here yet, but that's all right, because I think Jill is with us. Want to bring Jill in? Is Jill ready for us? Okay, Jill, you ready for us? We have Jill Eberle with the New Bern Artists Studio Tour. Yes.
I think I'm here.
There you are.
Hello?
Wow, you got a lot of art back there.
Yep. But
How
it's
are
still
you?
going to be tough to compete with that cute little kid in poo, but or cute.
How are you?
I'm
It's been a
good.
long time. So,
Yes, it has been. Thank you very much for having me here.
oh, thanks for joining us. This is fantastic. And your tour, you didn't have it last year, right? It was the year before, was it? Was that the first tour?
It actually started in 2018.
2018. Okay.
And in 2018, 2019, and we scheduled it a couple times last year, but canceled both of them.
Mhm.
So we're back this fall.
All right. And Jill is a very well-known artist in New Bern. And if you're here to talk about the New Bern Artists Studio Tour, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So what would people expect to see?
Well, you're going to see a huge variety of stuff. We have about 40 artists on the tour, and they are sometimes in their studios, sometimes at other locations, sometimes joining together, but we have a huge variety of media and crafts and artwork. We've got jewelry and pottery and textiles. We have weaving, quilting, and felting. There's people that do glass work, photographers, woodworkers. And then, of course, we also have about 25 painters as well. So who work in all different types of media, oil, watercolor, pastel, mixed media, all kinds of things. So it's a huge variety of stuff available for people to come and view.
Wow, that sure is a huge variety.
Mhm.
Wow. Must be very
So,
interesting, you know, must be very interesting, all the different medias to do it. And no matter what your tendency is, or if you're not sure what you want to do, you've got an opportunity to take a look at different studios and see different mediums.
Absolutely. And, not even if it's something you want to do, but if it's just something you've ever been curious about, some people will be demoing, not everyone will, but they will. What we've suggested is that people have works in progress available, so you can kind of see along the way about how they create their works. It's also an opportunity to talk to the artist, which when you go into a gallery, you don't usually get to do. You don't get to see firsthand. In some cases, we'll have things like maybe their sketchbooks available. So you see how they generate an idea and how they develop it. Those are things that you don't normally get to see any other way than going to a studio. So that will be quite special.
So how many artists are signed up for the studio so far?
There are
the
4.
tour.
Well, you don't have to sign. Well, there's 40 artists on the tour, but in
Okay.
terms of people coming to see it, you don't have to sign up. It is totally free. You just come, go wherever you want to go, and enjoy what's there. There's no fee, no problem. You can bring children to it. I know in my case, I will have some coloring stuff to keep them busy. So we're really welcoming everybody. I think probably the biggest question is, well, how do I know where to go? And for that, we have several things. We have a website. We have basically 3 ways you can figure out how to go. We have a website, which is newbernartists.com, very simple. And when you go to that website, a map will pop up. And the map is very interactive. You can touch on things and find out more about each artist. There's also listings about each artist, examples of their work, them talking about it, what they've done. So you can learn, if you want to kind of pre-plan which ones you're most interested in, you can go to the website and do it that way. That website will also work on your phone during the tour, so you can use that. And again, it's very interactive. If you don't want to deal with that technology, you have a couple other options. You can go to the website, and there's a tab where you can download a map, which will give you a map of exactly who's in what studio and what the location is.
There we go.
Looks like that. And has the dates and the times on it as well. And so you can just print this out if you'd like, and use that. Or another way you can find out is you can get our brochure, which this is completely free, and it has all the artists in it, what they do, it's a little sample of their work, and it also has a map and their locations in it. So you can use this, and our wonderful sponsors on the back. So you can use this to navigate your way around too, and it's a nice little keepsake. And this is available. You can pick them up at a number of locations downtown. You can get them from the Bank of the Arts. You can get them from CAG's Gallery, Ballantyne's, Carolina Creations, Studio M, and the History Center, as well as a few other places. So they're been scattered all around downtown. Probably Bank of the Arts has the most of them, and CAG's. So those, but if you're at any of those other places, you can pick them up too. So those are your three options. Easy to get, some way to figure it out. And I'm sorry.
And if people don't know what CAGS is, it's Community Artist Gallery Studio, right?
Community Artist Gallery and Studios.
And
Yes.
Studio, okay.
We all refer to it just as CAGS.
Right.
But yes, they're located on Middle Street, just down from the Bank of the Arts, and a great little gallery.
Well, I just looking at the, well, you're all artists, so if you all put all your brains together into one package, that's what comes out of that map is just incredible, you know, as far as going online, and that it takes a lot of creativity to create something like that. So
in our case, it took Karen Schaff, who is a local artist in town, who is our web guru and graphic designer. And she has done all of this, as well as all our postcards and all of our graphic media stuff and our Facebook page and stuff. And it's just like, oh, thank you, Karen. And she works tremendously hard.
I need to meet her. I'll buy her coffee. I'll buy her a steak.
She's a wonderful artist as well. She does beautiful watercolors. She's in the National Watercolor Society. She's a great addition to our town. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, there's so many talented people here. This is just so wonderful. And look at all the art behind you.
Yeah, a lot of it, some of it just study, some in process, some old stuff. This is I'm in my studio right now. This is where I live. So yeah, and I will say that we have, just kind of in what you were saying about people who've come to town and stuff, we have on the tour some of the artists who've been here for decades, who are just foundations of our artistic community, like Ed McCumber and Janet Francoeur, who founded Carolina Creations, and Michael Lee, a Watson, glass artist, as well as lots and lots of newcomers. But everybody's is quite serious about their work. So it's a good variety of people.
It is. It really is. And yeah. Oh my God. My sinuses are acting up here. What else do we need to know? What's the date?
Oh, I didn't say when it was. Right. That would be helpful. It is November 6th, which is a week from this Saturday, and it is 10 to 5. So again, people can start wherever they want and go in wherever they want. We also will have, you'll see some signs around town kind of advertising the date and the website right now, but on the day of the tour, there will be a lot more signs that actually direct you to help you find each of the studios. They're kind of concentrated in several areas. So there's a group of, we actually have a group of artists down in Riverbend, and there's about 7 locations there. And then there's a number of locations, of course, downtown. Some of those are studios, like the studios above CAGS, back in what they're called Artisan Square. There are several studios. We've got things at Ballantyne's. Any place that's connected with the arts is going to be involved somehow. And then on the map, Karen has called this Midtown New Bern, and this sort of encompasses everything else. So we've got people out by Colony Drive, Noose Boulevard, and we also have a great artist, Donna Nazio, coming up from Beaufort, and she's going to be showing at Costa and Quartz Flooring Store, which is actually a beautiful location to display work down on 70. So, and Ed McCumber's out in Trentwood, so it's scattered around a bit, but, and a lot of people also on Pollock Street in the Ghent area. So those are sort of the three main locations that you can look to be visiting.
And plus it will get people out of a certain area and say, wow, I didn't know this was here, you know? So.
Exactly. Yes. Try something new for a change. Yes.
Yes. And this is wonderful. I can't wait. And I hope you have a beautiful day for it. So
we're praying for rain. Yes. I mean, for
yeah.
not rain. How could that slip out? Yes. We're praying for good weather. Yes.
So is there anything else you want the public to know?
The only thing I would add would be, I think that you should feel free. Sometimes when you go into a gallery, people are a little intimidated. You know, not so much here. This is a friendly town, but if you go into a big city gallery, I know I've had this experience where I sort of feel like, oh, I'm not really supposed to talk to anybody, or this is a stuffy place. We're trying to make this the opposite of that. So you should just feel free to ask any questions of artists, you know, ask to see more of their stuff in progress, or like, can I look at your sketchbook? Anything that's out there is really open for viewing. And so just don't feel intimidated in any way. This is just really open for everybody to learn and enjoy. Some people obviously will have stuff for sale, and they'll have, you know, a lot of them will be very reasonably priced crafts or smaller works. But there are those of us on the tour also who just want to share our work and, you know, aren't really looking to sell anything, but we just want to say, yeah, come enjoy, see what we do, learn more about us. So that's really the goal of our group, which is not any kind of official organization, but the goal is really just to help New Bern become recognized for what it is, which is a terrific artistic community. That's
Yes.
what we're really after.
It is, definitely. All right.
Very much so. Those are really good points. Thanks a lot, Jill.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, great seeing you, and I can't wait. And we'll see you on the tour.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay, have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oops, where'd you go? There we go. Okay, wow. Yeah, think of
Wendy,
the
what's our
artists.
contest again? Do you want to announce the contest again?
Yes, the contest.
Do you want to announce the contest again?
Yes. So the question is, what is North Carolina's state reptile? Answer in the live stream, and you may win a gift certificate to a local business. So North Carolina's state reptile. And in the meantime, we have John in the room, John Baldwin, who's going to talk about Craven Concerts. So we'll bring him in. Whoops, we're a minute late or 2 minutes late. Sorry,
Uh-oh.
John.
We talk too much.
Yeah. We're running ahead, so. And there they are.
There he is.
John
Hi there.
Paul. Hi, how are you?
We're doing good. Beautiful
Good.
afternoon. We love it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. This is wonderful.
Well, thank you for inviting us on. We love it, and we love talking about our concert series.
Yeah, and this you have well, every concert is a really important one that you put on, but this one is really you've got three very well-known performers in town. So I think that makes that kind of, I think you're going to be sold out quick if you're not already.
We hope so. So have you ever, Wendy, have you ever been to some of our concerts when we were doing the LOS concerts?
I have not, but I promoted you. Does that count? No, I need to get out more, and but this looks like it's going to be a wonderful one. So
Well, please come. I'm sure you know John Van Dyke.
yes, yeah, and
I've been around him. We all have, he's been here like 16 years when he came here from California. And so he's really been a part of all the arts with the Civic Theater, Rivertown, when he ran City Laundry.
Yep.
And so John and I have been friends when we joined each other at the Civic Theater 15 years ago. And that's the reason I asked him to get this concert established for us, because we wanted to use local talent this time. We were hiring out of town talent, but Wendy, it was $6,000 to $8,000 a concert.
Holy cow. Wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So we can get John and Phil and Andrea and Alicia Mike for a whole lot less money. Plus being local, the people know them.
They're wonderful. We love them.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
Yeah, and you want to hear them again and again. It's not something where you just hear them once and say, well, okay, I heard them at a local restaurant. It's nice to have them featured and, doing concerts, multiple times, because then you get another performance and get to hear them again, maybe in a different venue, but it's still nice to hear them again. Whereas if we have someone come from out of town, we hear them once.
That's right. Yeah, and of course, they shut us down. See, the college would not let us in for a year and a half. And then we finally went to Centenary and talked to Paul Syke, and he agreed to let us continue our concerts there. So we got a wonderful place to have our concerts. And we had the Redneck Tenors in a little over a month ago. And we had 330 people in for that concert. So we're hoping we'll have at least a couple of hundred in for John and the locals, but that'll be November the 6th at 7:30. That's a Saturday night. And tickets will be for sale at the door. They're on sale now at the Bank of the Arts, down at the hardware store, but they'll be on sale at the door, and they're $20. And it's going to be about a 2-hour show, and they're going to be doing all kind of. Did you ever go to City Laundry when Alicia was singing down there on Thursday nights?
She's unbelievable. Yes.
I have.
Oh, she's a wonderful young lady.
Oh, she is.
And so she's going to be doing, the jazz and the blues and some of those numbers. Of course, Phil and Andrea have been performing in this town for at least 25 years. Back when they had their little bar down there on Craven Street, and so Phil and Andrea and I have been also friends for over 20 years. So they're well known here, and of course, John is well known because he's in everything around here.
Yeah.
Especially when he did City Laundry and he was running the bar and getting the talent down there.
Yeah, it was hopping. And I'm surprised. I mean, the tickets for $20 is very reasonable for this show, and it's called Together at Last.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's because we wanted the three of them, because basically they would perform separately at City Laundry, but you never saw them perform it together. So in this one, you're going to see them all singing some of the numbers, which is going to be really neat. And then, of course, each one of the three is going to sing their own numbers. And Tim Maddox, who I think you probably know from Civic Theater, who plays the piano. Tim's one of the best piano players in this town. Of course, performing a lot for us at Civic Theater. So he and 2 or 3 other people are going to be in the band. So we're going to have live music, accompaniment for the singers.
That's wonderful. Wow. So you have an evening of cabaret, Broadway, jazz, and popular music.
Yep. We're going to have a little bit of everything. And if you like the older style classical music like Phil and Andrea do, and they go back into the 40s, the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So you're going to be hearing hymns and tunes that you were brought up with. Then that's what I love about it, because now you're going to get your memory regenerated, because you're thinking, oh, these songs disappeared, but now they're back.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a wonderful concert.
It's a nice mix and a nice range of different music, all in one venue.
That's one of our challenges.
Yeah.
What's that? I missed something.
I'm sorry, did I miss you?
No.
Okay.
So the show is on November 6th, and the doors open at 7, is it?
The doors open at 7, right. We like to get the handicapped people in early so we can get them down front and get them into the comfortable seating. So we'll open up at 7, but we have a lot of other people that show up at 7 too, because they like to come early and get some of the front seats.
Yeah. You need to charge extra for that.
Well, you know what? I'm kind of like that, but when I go to Centenary, Wendy, I like to sit in the balcony, especially when we have piano players, because I like to watch their hands. Because people like Paul Syke and some of the others we've had over the years, they're so neat with the way they move their hands around when they're playing the piano. They're fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really neat. I saw Paul Syke once, but I Livingston Taylor, when he came, he was big. He was doing the piano too, and it's just any musician. I don't have any talent, so I admire any of the artists and the singers, and yeah, it's just, it makes our town so unique with all these different people. We're very fortunate, and to have you in town. So yeah. And the Civic Theater.
Right. When we get people like Paul Syke who show up in Newbern, and he's been singing at the Metropolitan Opera. He did Broadway shows. By the way, I didn't tell you, but he just went on a European boat tour with Viking Cruise and did a week with his mother. And he performed every night on that cruise from what's the eastern shore there, the Netherlands to Budapest.
Wow.
For a week.
Wow.
So for a week, Paul was the entertainment at night on the boat.
Wow.
And so that tells you how well liked he is, and he just did another tour to Texas here not too long ago. And next year for us, he's going to bring some of his friends that are opera singers and other artists that he's met doing these other really classy things, like at the Metropolitan Opera. He's going to bring them in next February for us, and he will be our main concert in February with these people. And so we're going to have a wonderful concert in February.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's just, what you're doing is great.
Well, thank you. We love, Newbern loves their concerts. They love their artists, and so they love the symphony. They love us because of the people from out of town we've brought in for like almost 30 years now.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, Paul reminded me it's almost 40.
40? Wow.
So this would be our 38th, I think.
I think Paul's right. This is year 38 for us, but because we didn't have a chance to raise money, we couldn't afford the $8,000 concert series that we've been having because we didn't know where our funds were coming from. So that's the reason we asked John and Paul to do our next 2 concerts so that we could rebuild our patrons and have our support here locally again, and find out how many people are going to be able to support us during this COVID breakdown. So we're really anxious next week to see how many people show up. And really John and Phil and Andrea and Alicia should draw a lot of people in.
I mean, it just the visual of them on that poster is just, when I saw it, I'm like, wow, that's going to be an amazing night.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Yes. And Pat had just said she got her booster shot, and a lot of people are getting the booster shots. So, hopefully I'm touching wood right now, but hopefully we're just going to be
Right.
ready to go. So, yeah. And I'm,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Right. And Centenary didn't put any restrictions because they allow, if you want to wear a mask, that's fine. If you don't have the mask, don't worry about it. You're still welcome. That's the reason we got 330 people back at the Redneck Tenors, because basically there were maybe 15 people wearing masks and the rest of us didn't. But everybody enjoyed themselves, and the Redneck Tenors told us this is one of the best venues they'd ever sung in when they got here. And they were just pleased with how the acoustics were in Centenary. And they really enjoyed the sound and to hear themselves sing.
Yeah, and there's nothing like music to bring people together, and
Yes.
that's what we really need right now. It's like, come on, let's
Right.
just
Well, you
come
come
on
and have
together.
Right. You come have a good time. You get to laugh, because if you didn't see the Redneck Tenors, they like to talk to the audience. So they would tell stories, and then they would ask questions, so they really like to talk to people. And I'm thinking John is going to do the same thing, because he liked, when he was at City Laundry, he loved talking to the people too.
You might want to tell her why we brought Redneck Tenors back in, because since we didn't have any money,
Yeah, right. Well, Paul's telling me that we brought the Redneck Tenors in because they were supposed to be here in April of 2020. And of course they got canceled. And so our patrons had already paid their money
for the year,
for the tickets for that. So that's the reason we brought them back in as our first concert, so we could draw our people back into to support us for that concert. And they really came out in a great number with 330 to really give us what we needed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so the Craven Concerts in the past, tell me if I'm wrong on this, but you would have people sign up for a season, right?
Yes, right.
So this is going to be a little different, or are you going to get back to that option, or do you know yet?
Yeah, we're going to head back to that, Wendy. We just didn't do it this year because we didn't know who we were going to have. And we were only going to have 3 concerts this year, where we normally have 4 or 5. And so we decided we won't do the year thing, but yes, when we get back to our normal routine, we'll be selling tickets for the whole year. For it's like $90 if you're just regular tickets. What, Paul, is it 125 if you're a patron? And so you can enjoy sitting up closer. So that's really cheap if you look at it. For really high class concerts, $20 or $25 is not a bad price.
No, it's not.
You're really not buying tickets to the concerts. You're really buying membership in the organization. You become a member of the organization. This gets in the whole tax. I'm the treasurer guy. I have to worry about it.
Right.
and so they have if you're a member, members can go to all events that the Craven Concerts puts on. Okay, so there's an interesting tie between those items, and we also do a bunch of other things, like, for example, is what you call them coming this year? The young lady from the piano player.
Oh, Alina. Yeah, we have a piano player that we love coming in. Alina comes in, and she's going to do a children's concert for us next March at the Back of the Arts.
Wow.
Now, we've never had a children. We were supposed to have it this last year, but we didn't because of COVID. But Alina's going to come in, and we're going to have kids come into the Back of the Arts, and then we're going to take them next door to Mayola to have cafe, so they can have ice cream after they have their little concert with Alina. So we do other artists besides live on stage out of Nashville, because Alina, again, is only about $2,000. So she's a little more affordable, than these other $8,000 things that we have.
Wow.
So, but yeah, we have our artists that come in, they're all professionals, instrumentalists and singers. And so they're all well versed. They've been all over the world, a lot of them, especially all over the United States, singing everywhere from California to New York.
They came in from Las Vegas. The
Wow.
Redneck Tenors came from
Yeah,
Las
and
Vegas.
the Redneck Tenors actually came here from Las Vegas.
Huh.
Yeah, I knew I recognized their name from somewhere, so that must have been
Well,
it.
these are a bunch of Juilliard trained tenors,
Yeah.
okay, with an unbelievable sense of humor.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
God.
Well, with Paul
You
and
could
John
tell that
together.
by their name.
Yeah. But with Paul and John together bringing the talent in, your membership is just going to probably go through the roof, you know?
I hope so. Yeah, we're hoping it's going to come
Yeah.
back. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we invite all of you to come, please, Wendy. Come on the 6th and be our guest
Mhm.
and come on in.
Awesome.
We'd love to have you come down and enjoy John and Lisa and Phil and Andrea and have a
Very
good night.
cool. Yes, definitely. And thank you, Paul and John, for joining us today. And
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
yes, yeah,
Thank
finally,
you. It's been fun.
yeah, and it's nice to connect, the face to the name. So I think I met you
Right.
a long time ago. So it's been a while. And
It has been, right.
but I hope you all have a great day, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate what you're doing for us.
Sure, and have a great day.
Yeah,
Okay,
you too.
see you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I know.
Okay, wow. All right. That's awesome. Together
Yes,
at
it is.
last. I just love that name. And yeah, the powerful talent. It's just incredible. And we may have a winner. Our friend Talina, the Podsquad member, Talina Massey, former Marine. She guessed, but I'm not going to say it. Oh, I shouldn't have said it. But the question is, what is the North Carolina state reptile? So guess in this live stream, but you can't guess after the show. Sorry, folks, you got to pay attention because we're going to give away the answer. But first, we have some events we have to cover, Pat. I guess we talked a little too long on that one. So we're going to have to fly through these events. Are you ready?
I'm ready. So
Okay.
tonight at 5:30 is Speak Out Candlelight Vigil to bring awareness to domestic violence, starting at 5:30 at the Coastal Women's Shelter office at 1333 South Glen Burnie Road. And of course, over the weekend, starting tonight and tomorrow night and the 30th, is our 31st annual Ghost Walk. Skeletons in the closet. Not that any of us have any,
Yeah.
but they'll be out and about in New Bern. And that goes from 6 to 9:30. And that's sponsored through the Historical Society.
That's exciting. So
It
get out
is.
there and support the Historical Society. If you want a ticket, call 638-8558. And just real quick, Monster Martin's House of Terror is going to have some Breach at the Bern full scare, and that's the 27th through the 31st. And where's that at?
305 Coral Court.
There we are. Okay. So the donation, instead of paying, for a ticketed event, it's canned food or $2, and it's going to benefit RCS. So thank you, Monster Martin's House of Terror, for doing that. And then we have, this is one you love, Pat.
I know, we're going to go to it, weather permitting. We may have some rain in the morning, but the 21st annual preschool Halloween parade downtown, meeting at the corner of Broad and Middle Street at 9:15, and the parade will end at Union Point. I love to see all the little tykes in their costumes, and I expect there might be a few dogs in costume too. So that'll be exciting to see all of that.
As long as they behave, no messing around. And then on the 29th, we have Grammy Award-winning artist Nelly in concert with Walker County and Jake Sutton during Mumfest, but it's not. But it's a Mumfest. It's a it's a concert affiliated with Mumfest. And the gates open at 4:30 and it starts at 6. And that's presented by WRNS and Swiss Bear. So contact Swiss Bear for all the details. And then 29th, we have Havelock Trunk or Treat from 5 to 7. And that's at the Havelock Recreation Complex, 1 Recreation Drive. And that's presented by Havelock Parks and Recreation. And just real quick on how, no, we haven't got there yet. So what's on the 29th? What else do we got?
On the 29th, 6th Annual Bacon, Brew, and Boo Festival, 6 to 10 at the North Carolina History Center, sponsored by or presented by the United Way of Coastal Carolina. And then on the 30th, there's the 6th Annual Burn to the Beach, Pedaling for Parkinson's fundraiser from New Bern to Atlantic Beach, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. You meet at 529 South Front Street. For more information and tickets, the website is bikeboxproject.org.
Here we go. And on the 30th, we have the 20th Annual Crystal Coast Band Classic. And they're going to have all kinds of bands coming in at Havelock High School. The gates open at 8:30 a.m. And for all the details, I don't have the phone number, but it's on New Bern Now's calendar, the community calendar. So newbernnow.com calendar. And the 30th, Very Scary Spooktacular Carriage Rides with Count Dracula and Company from 1 to 6. That starts at Bear Plaza, leaving out every 15/18 minutes. Well, walk-ups welcome, no appointment needed. And that's part of the Berry Mary events. And then a Halloween blood drive from 12 to 5 at 304 South Front Street. And that's, I think that's Edward Jones' office. For more information, that's presented by the Downtown Council of the New Bern Area Chamber of Commerce. So I'll call the chamber. I think their phone number is 637-3111. I think so. If not, just Google New Bern Chamber. And what else?
Are we going to keep going?
We'll go through the 31st.
Okay, so the 30th is also Earl of Craven Questers, Cedar Grove Cemetery Tours, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, 808 George Street. And tours are free, but of course, they'll always welcome donations to help upkeep the grave market and the cemetery. Wonderful tour, I will say that. The 30th also is Very Not So Scary Halloween, 4 to 6. Trick-or-treating in the streets, downtown New Bern. For more information, that's berrymaryevents.com.
And Witches Ride is on the 30th at 5 p.m. at Union Point Park. So contact the New Bern Parks and Recreation to pre-register. And then the 30th, Trunk or Treat open house at the fire station located at 37. It's Fire Station 35, 3783 North NC Highway 55. And that's hosted by number 9 Township Fire and Rescue. And then on the 30th, we have Halloween movie in the park.
And then the 30th is,
go ahead.
Go.
The Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy at Union Point Park, 6:30 p.m. And that's also presented by New Bern Parks and Rec. And real quick, I don't know the date of the trick-or-treating for, is it all on, is it the 30th or is it on Halloween?
Some different areas are doing different times or days. A lot of people are still doing the 31st. The one downtown is Saturday, the 30th. So, but a lot of communities, I know Ghent is doing the 31st, Halloween.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask, because Ghent invites, the Ghent community invites, I guess they're expecting maybe 3,000 trick-or-treaters, which is wow. Like I thought like 30 having to answer the door 30 times for Finn is kind of crazy, but 3,000? Oh my gosh.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, a bit much, I would say. And so let's close this out. So we have, and Jane didn't make it. We missed you, Jane, but that's all right.
Mr. Jane.
Yeah, but before we end, check out the community calendar on newbernnow.com for all the events. Send us your event information or any announcements you have to info@newbernnow.com or call 259-6853 with any questions, or if you want to be a guest on the show or Pod Squad member. And the answer to the trivia question is, what is North Carolina's state reptile? And we have 2 people who guessed, and it's the eastern box turtle. So we're going to put the names in a drawing, and yeah. So thank you, everyone. I don't know why I look at the phone every time. Thank you for thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
So thank you, Pat. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day
Yeah.
and a great weekend.
You're welcome, Miss Wendy. You
Okay,
too. Bye-bye.
I got to tune up the music.
Yep.
All right. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.